storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Boom. Who is that? Ariana Kardashian. Apparently, no, this is Khloe Kardashian. Okay, so this next story I'm bringing y'all is definitely very messy. This is definitely what we will call a rumor report, because we not going to know if this story is actually true until we know it. It's just going to be one of them things, okay? But according to multiple sources, Khloe Kardashian is actually pregnant. Except I have a source in LA that's telling me something a little different. So let me just explain. First of all, Khloe, the way Khloe is switching out faces, she's going to have to show us how she does this, because it just simply amazes me. Either that or your makeup artist really needs a damn raise. But there is a reason why she's posting all these pictures and why she looks different in every picture that she posts. Let me tell you. Ready to come to the camera? Because all of these pictures are not current. Like, these are old pictures that she's now using. Because when it comes to celebs or even influencers, what a lot of them do, as a matter of fact, I know a YouTuber that does it that we all watch. Literally, she gets a photographer. No, it's not Tasha. She gets a photographer, all right, books them for 8 to 10 hours, and they take enough photos for her to just post up for about a year. So even when you think she look like this, she really don't. And these celebs have been doing this and pulling the wool over their head for the longest, okay? So my source in LA tells me that Khloe Kardashian is currently actively trying to get pregnant by Tristan. But she's trying to hide it from the public because she wants to gauge their acceptance for him, because the public really turned on Khloe when she bullied Jordyn. Okay? Jordyn gave her man a little kiss. All the Kardashians, Larsa Pippen and broke-ass Malika, turned on Jordyn and basically tried to ruin her career, and the public was behind Jordyn. Because we like, look, y'all may be witches, but you can't do a spell on us to make us forget the last 25 years we done seen on TV. We done seen all y'all be hoes, and now you gonna be down on this girl for doing a microcosm of what yo ass done done. But anyway, so I got one source telling me she's currently trying, okay? But then I have another source. Well, basically, Fee, all right, but Fee is saying that no, she actually is pregnant. And then I had somebody else hop in my DM and say, no, Storm, she is pregnant. So I'm hearing different stories, but I just want to break down, because I looked at her IG, I kind of looked at her behavior, looked at these pictures. So let's just break this down step by step. First of all, when it comes to Khloe Kardashian and pregnancy and fertility, you cannot believe nothing she says, because she made up a whole show and a whole storyline with cracked out ass Lamar that she could not get pregnant. See, Khloe Kardashian never had fertility problems, okay? And this is why God is punishing her ass now, not just for the baby blood people, baby blood drinking people that she hang with allegedly, but God is punishing her because you literally lied on yourself. It's like somebody lying and saying that they have cancer and then they end up getting sick later on. Like, you should never lie and say that you can't get pregnant, all because she was trying to hide the fact that Lamar had a crack problem. You got to remember, when Khloe met Lamar, he was paying 30 people's phone bills, 15 people's rent. Everybody was using them. He was cracked out of his mind. That white boy that was his best friend was cracked out of his mind. They smoked crack together, and the daddy looked like he used to smoke crack too. No disrespect to Lamar's father, but that's a crackhead if I ever seen. Okay, so now what had happened was that what had happened with that is that Khloe had a bunch of different lies she was trying to tell at the same time. First of all, when Khloe and Lamar actually first moved to Dallas, when she moved in with him to Dallas and they had the Khloe and Lamar show, that was actually when she started her fitness journey. But that's a lie too, because that's actually when she started her surgery journey. There we go. Because literally she knew she wanted to change her body. And since she was out of the spotlight a little bit and out of LA, she was able to just ease into working out. But she knew she was going to have some help from a doctor as well. And if you think I'm lying, this was actually said on Hollywood Unlocked by Corey Kaye. I'm going to show y'all who this is, because this was actually one of her main trainers. And he was actually on her show as well. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute, I show him with, there we go. Show y'all this here. I want to show y'all who actually trained her. Now, I don't know if he's training her now because Corey is pretty busy, but he was one of the ones in the beginning around the time when she was starting to get surgery, which was her Dallas days, okay? This guy right here on the left, Corey Kaye. Now, you might see him on Instagram. Damn it. Hold up, y'all. Let's get this picture together. You might see him on Instagram, okay? But he's the one that has gotten a lot of celebrities in shape. He got Michael B. Jordan in shape for Black Panther, and I believe got him in shape for Creed, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Right, so this man right here is her trainer, and when he went on Hollywood Unlocked a few years back, he actually admitted that, look, when I started working with Khloe, she followed my nutrition plan, and she followed my workout plan. Khloe will work out, but she actually used surgery as well. She got the surgery first, she used the exercise to actually help keep it up, okay? So I just wanted to, I wanted to take out down a trip down memory lane. So anyway, she was juggling a bunch of lies all at the same time, okay? She was telling everybody she was just on a treadmill, and that's how she was starting to lose weight when she was getting lipo and BBLs, okay? Then in addition to that, she was lying to her family about the fact that Lamar had a crack problem, because they're like, damn, why is his teeth rotting? Why is his breath stinking? Why you don't really want to bring him around like that? Why is he gone for weeks and you ain't with your man? It's because he's off doing drugs, and she was trying to hide it. She was also hiding the fact that he was actually sleeping with multiple prostitutes at the same time too. So a whole bunch of lies. So instead of just being honest and upfront with a man and saying, look, you a crackhead, you cheating on me with prostitutes, you got rotted out teeth and stank ass breath, and I'm not bringing a child in the world that look like this. And in addition to that, I'm too busy getting my body together and getting plastic surgery to be pregnant right now. So I just can't do it. That's the true reason why she made up that whole storyline of how she just couldn't conceive, and as many times as he put that hammer in her and cream powder, when none of the nuts stick. But he ain't never had no problem getting no other nut to stick. Come on, Khloe. I still can't believe I let you do that shit. Okay. So then moving right along from that, he went about his business. And then Khloe go on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I believe he, at this past season, came up with another fertility storyline where she was saying that, oh my God, now I'm in my mid-30s, mid to late 30s. Oh my God, I'm so concerned. Me and Tristan, we had one baby naturally, but, you know, now I might want to have a baby later. I don't know if I want her to be the only child, but I want my kids to look alike. And so she made up this whole storyline of her going to the doctor and making sure she was good, even though there was no way in hell that these ladies will spread eagle on national television and get some bad news like that without knowing it before they do it.
Your skin looks amazing. What are you doing?
Thanks, girl. I discovered these life-changing products called Shaw's Creations. I've been using their toning up package, and it has really made a big difference. And they have products for everyone. So if you have dark spots, stretch marks, acne, pimples, sun damage, psoriasis, eczema, or age spots, anything, they have products for you. So you should call them today.
I'm going to call right now.
Call 240-288-3414. That's 240-288-3414. Or visit shawscreation.com.
Just like Kim Kardashian in the very first season, when you had these very same doctors to x-ray your ass to show us that your ass was real. No, man, we didn't say if there was implants. You know what I'm saying? We said, did you put fat in your ass? All right, was you born that way, or did something get stuck up in there? And I'm not talking about Rachel that got stuck in your ass. I'm just saying, oh my God, oh my God. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a doctor, Kim, a doctor. And I still believe that you actually, since you had did it so early, that your ass actually got the illegal injections, or you took your ass over to Brazil or Colombia to do it. It's gonna come out one day. And I'm waiting. Anyway, so she faked the storyline then and pretended to just want Tristan's semen, which he provided for because he gives semen away like 40 going north. Anyway, he like, hell, I do this every day. I put this in tissue. I put this in holes on the road. I don't care about giving you none. So she pretended to do that because she wanted the public to have sympathy for her, because ultimately you were back with a man that you tried to trash a girl that you had known since she was a kid for kissing when you was going to get back with him in the first place. You never had any intentions of actually separating from him because you have a superiority complex. You feel like you can take men and it's okay, but can't nobody do it to you. You took stank ass French Montana from Trina. His breath was stinking in. You love a man with some funky breath. Maybe that's why you love Tristan so much. Tristan got some nice teeth. He actually know how to clean them and brush his tongue. Maybe that's why you like him so much. But anyway, and if you think, excuse me, that Tristan and Khloe and Courtney are not, Khloe are not together, I want to take you back to, where's my picture? I'm going to take you back to April 18th. All right, this is Kourtney Kardashian's birthday. She's actually in Aries. That explains a lot about her ass. But anyway, this is Kourtney Kardashian's birthday. We were still on a heavy quarantine. And instead of them actually having a party for Kourtney, all of the family drove down the street and everybody was screaming out of their cars with horns and shit, happy birthday. And as you can tell, there's Tristan right there next to Khloe. Now, let me tell you something. Would you be quarantining with a man that you wasn't with? They tried to act like like it was just for the baby, but I'm just saying there's other ways for him to see the baby. So I'm not buying none of this shit. You've really low key never left his ass, and that's what we need to know, which is why we can't believe nothing that you say. Okay, so then I wanted to go through your pictures to see, okay, is she really pregnant? How does she look? Let's see what we got going on. So we got this picture here, okay? This picture is actually recent of Khloe and Tristan leaving up out of the store somewhere. Now, when you look at what they wearing, she's actually wearing the clothes that Kardashians wear when they're either getting plastic surgery or they pregnant and they hiding it. I'm going to already let you know. Kim, if you go back on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and you look at about 2 seasons back to back, every time you saw Kim, she was either laid down like this, laid on her side, or she was wearing those big beige overcoats. Why? Because when you have surgeries, you have to drain the fluid, and her ass was draining and getting her body together after the second baby sank. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know what it is, allegedly, but I'm letting you know. They got tricks to do stuff right in front of you. Okay, now when you look at this picture here, the first thing you can say, well, Storm, they do live in LA. You know, maybe this was early morning and maybe it was a little chilly, okay? And I'm like, okay, maybe it was, except for the fact that she's in a sweater and fully clothed and shit, stockings and all that. Not stockings, leggings, I'm so country. Stockings and all. Bitch, will you expand? There we go. But look at Tristan. Tristan ain't got nothing but a t-shirt on and some shorts. Now, I know men a little different, they'll walk out like that, but Tristan black. Black. And one thing about black folks, we get cold. And if it's that cold where you need that Versace, what is that? That ain't Versace. Balenciaga. If you need that Balenciaga sweater, surely your man would at least have some sweats on. Or maybe, you know, you already know what your man got, so you don't let him wear gray sweatpants out the house. I don't know. Gray sweatpants don't work for me. You ain't gonna see nothing and you ain't gonna get none. All right, moving right along for that. I also looked at the LA weather this week. It was 90 degrees. And now the lows are low, you know, in the 60s or whatever. 50s there. But for the most part, it's been pretty warm in Los Angeles. So why are you out there wearing a sweater? Right, move right along to the next picture. Now, this was as recent as September 7th. Now, when I look at this picture here, okay, of you on the beach, number one, first thing I notice is that your hair is back dark. Now, by birth, Khloe Kardashian actually had like a sandy blonde color to her hair and greenish hazel eyes, which is how you know that her daddy is Alex Rodin, not Robert Arthur George Kardashian Sr. It is not at all, okay? But one thing about it is when you get pregnant, you take out all that extra hair, you take out all that dye because you don't want to be getting your hair constantly bleached while you are pregnant. So you ran braids to the back, you know, you act just like a black woman do. You know, black women get braids when they're pregnant. You feel like you a black woman anyway. And your hair is back dark, all right? It's back basically to its normal color where you don't have to keep getting it colored every 2 weeks, okay? You guys might say, well, Storm, well, I remember she had dark hair at the beginning of the Kardashians. No, her hair is like a brownish color. Now, she used to actually dye her hair black back in the day because they were still trying to convince us that they were all full-blooded sisters. But once the cat was out of the bag, pretty much, they did their DNA test episode. That girl went back to blonde. She looked better as a blonde. And now, every now and then, when she's going through something, she go back to the brown, okay? Okay, moving right on. Oh, and the main point of this picture I was trying to point out, yes, her stomach is covered up, no biggie, okay, but her face looks full. Her face looks full to me. It could be fillers, but keep in mind with the Kardashians and with a lot of these celebs, a lot of times why they start to look a little funny when they get pregnant is that they can't keep up the fillers and they can't keep up the Restylane and the Botox while they're pregnant. So the face starts to shift a little bit and look a little weird, okay? Let's move on to the next one, all right? This is just a picture here with this, I was about to call her Tristan. She do look just like Tristan. So that's actually true. Everything her daddy ain't true because that nigga's a lie. And that's Chicago next to her. Okay, so she has Chicago and True with her. And even when I look at her face there, she looks normal. She don't look like those pictures she had just posted recently. The hair is back to its natural color, but the face does look full to me. It just does. But maybe she had a good lunch that day. I eat a good lunch, my face looks full too. Moving right along, I went back to look at the July the 7th photo, and apparently this was from their July the 4th party. Now, one thing about it, when you see them take these old school like picture booth type of photos, it's usually in celebration or something. And I'm like, you know, they celebrate a lot of holidays, but Christmas and Christmas Eve are their holidays. Like, and you know, not to mention they're allegedly witches, and Christmas or pagan holidays. Yeah, you participate in witchcraft, you don't even know it. But I'm looking here and I'm like, okay, you got Rob to come out the house. He only comes out for special occasions. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was a pregnancy announcement. You know what I'm saying? And then, but maybe not. But then we move on and I look at this picture here, which is on September 23rd. And he might say, well, Storm, is that from the same party? I don't think so, because from the party on the 4th, she had her hair with beach curls. Then on this one, her hair is bone straight. So this was a separate party, a separate occasion. So what are you guys celebrating here? We in quarantine. What is all these celebrations y'all got going on that y'all not telling us? I just want to know. Then the same photo here, from the same party here, were her and Courtney. And so to me, they're in celebration of something. Your regular face currently looks fuller than usual. You're walking around in sweaters in 90-degree weather. Something is up. I can definitely believe you're actively trying, but I've had a few sources say that you actually are, but you're in the early stages. So I'm going to turn this back to my people and say, what do y'all believe? Do y'all believe that she's pregnant? They said July 4th was a gender reveal. Maybe. Hey, shout out to 6,000 of y'all in the chat. 6,100. Let me know. Let me know. It wasn't no plastic surgery part, but I just want to hear what y'all got to say. Was that the last story? Oh, that was the last story. Stomach is big. She pregnant. Probably 3 months. Boom. I believe so. All right. You know, your boy be on to something sometimes. Okay, so we're going to play a commercial here on NutraBurst, and then we will be back to take y'all questions, comments, and concerns. And I just got sent another exclusive. I don't know if I'm going to come back with this tonight. It'll be late, but we'll talk about it. Play the commercial. We'll be right back.
Now, are you tired of being fat as hell? Are you sick of your breasts hitting your lap when you sit down? Are you embarrassed every time you go out and people think you pregnant, but you really not? You just had a big burrito last night. If you were going through them problems, and guess what? I got a solution for you, and your solution is going to be found in NutraBurst. Now, before you get mad, let me let you know, in addition to using NutraBurst products, you're going to need a healthy caloric deficit diet. But one of my favorite products that NutraBurst offers is called Resolution Drops and Life Drops. And I'm telling you, they help me not eat as much because, you know, I'm a cookie monster. I'm a slave to that pata monster. So if you a slave to the pasta and the cookies like me, get you some Resolution and some Life Drops. My link is in the description box below.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.